Well, I don't really see myself in such a big thing like contributing to a generation. All I want to do here is to help kids reach their maximum potential and hopefully make a change in their belief that they can actually do it even if they are not there yet now. I was an engineer by training and profession, and I worked for a very large engineering multinational company for 20 years. But teaching is in my blood. My parents were teachers. I remember helping to tutor my neighbours' kids for free when I was still in secondary school, and I also supplemented my income by tutoring right after graduation. When my son started primary school, I became interested in what he was learning, and as he advanced in his primary education, he needed help in maths. I became interested to find easy ways and methods to help him. I invested in guidebooks, I attended workshops, and I also learned from people who know, the education experts. It was a turning point for me then, and I realized that I actually had the desire and passion to teach kids, not only my son but other children as well. At about the same time, I decided to leave my corporate job, and I took the plunge to start IPMUM Education, where I tied up with education specialists on the know-how to develop curriculum and also effective teaching methods. But really, the secret to teaching does not lie in just knowing the methods. It's in the delivery. Anybody can read up on heuristics and learn the methods because there are so many resources available in the market. But how can we deliver engaging lessons to kids in a way that they can relate to and make connection with? Once a teacher can master this, the kids will find learning very fun and easy and become unstoppable. And from there onwards, the kids will like maths and will be very motivated to want to improve. There are some students who come to us with situations which were rather challenging, but I view these challenges positively and agree to see if we could make a change to these students. However, it would be unrealistic for us to say that we could turn around all these kids 100%. There were some things which were just beyond our control. Having said that, a lot of times in such cases, I do feel pretty affected by this and wondered if there was anything else that I could have done better. Sometimes this feeling will linger for weeks, even after the students have left. I guess that's just how it is. Sometimes we are not able to turn around 100% of these kids who turn up at our doors, but we guarantee that once we accept these kids, we will do anything possible within our powers to help them as much as we can. I think as a teacher, it would be when we can make a difference to a child's life. One particular student stood out. She traveled all the way from Jurong West with her entire family to Hougang every week, and they took public transport for more than an hour to arrive here all the way for more than an hour, and this actually happened from primary 5 until she completed PSLE. And all she did was to travel all the way here to practice math questions which she would otherwise not do at home. And I find that I have a special connection with her, and even though I was the one teaching her, I actually learned a lot from her as well. And this is how it is. Teaching is two ways. I teach her, but I also learn from her, and I guess this is what makes teaching very fulfilling. Over here, we believe in group dynamics so that the students will learn from each other to maximize their learning potential. Having said that, we also believe in making sure that the students in the class are learning at about the same pace so that there is effective learning. However, if a new student joins us and we feel that he's new and not able to catch up, we would not put him in a class where other students have already been with us for a while and is already more advanced. If we feel that such a student will benefit better doing a one-to-one with us, we will personally coach him to accelerate his learning until he reaches a level where he's able to join the group. We will personally teach him to accelerate his learning until he has reached a level where he's able to join a group, and in which case the class is still small in size, averaging between 4 to 6 students maximum. Many students come to us feeling like they are nobody, but when we give them this special attention in class, they become very motivated to learn. Many working parents these days, they have very limited time or energy to even sit down and coach their children. And I fully understand this. I've been there before. Long working hours and having to travel at very, very short notice. Of course, it will be great if the parents can do it themselves, coach their children, but it's not always ideal. The thing is that parents must recognize early preparation and regular practice, which is crucial, and not just wait and see until the child fails, because when this happens, the child's confidence level will be shattered and many would just give up on themselves. It also doesn't help that when the child progresses, the level of curriculum becomes harder and harder. And many of them, they move up to the next level, but they had not yet quite grasped the concepts of the current level. Then this becomes a vicious cycle of always struggling and catching up. It's not the tuition that causes the stress, but this feeling of always having to catch up, struggle, and this would really have an impact on the child's confidence. So the key here is early preparation, and it's important to get the parents' support to recognize this.